This is my planner. She believed she could, but she was really tired, so she didn't. Kind of the story of my life. So anyway, this is the journal planner that I use for my monthly meals and the rest of my life. So, before I get too much personal information written down, I'm going to be writing down all of my monthly meals so you can see what day I plan to cook that meal and kind of basically like why, if you start out the month using up your fresh produce, right, then you will make sure that it doesn't go to waste. Now, you definitely want to have, I don't know why I'm like filming just the journal. Hold on. We'll be right back. Okay, so instead of staring at my funny planner, which I know is amazing and super funny, you probably don't want to stare at that during the whole time just listening to me talk. I don't know if you want to stare at me. I don't know if that's any better. But maybe it is a little bit. Anywho, so the plan is to write down everything in my planner. I want to call it a journal, and though I do kind of journal in it, it's more of a planner for real. So I want to put all the recipes down in the planner so that you can see kind of how it works to shop for the entire month and use the food for the entire month. I think one of the things that people run into is, they worry, because I did this when I first started buying for like monthly meals, right? I was like, there's no way. How can you do that? How can you have, I want to have the fresh vegetables. I want to have, nutritious meals, but I'm like, how can you do that when you're not shopping every single week for fresh produce? Well, you make it work, right? Because, I have broccoli on my food, in my food supply, and broccoli tends to last longer. You have something like, I don't know, what's something that feels like it goes bad super fast, right? Like asparagus seems to go bad really fast, or certain kinds of lettuce seem to go bad really fast. So if you're going to buy those things, you're going to plan for meals that use those things in the beginning, right? And so then as you like move through the month, you're going to start using things up that are either like frozen. You could do frozen vegetables, right? There's nothing wrong with frozen. So like my chicken pot pie is going to be more towards the end of the month because I'm using frozen vegetables instead of fresh vegetables for that recipe. So things like that, right? Things like the chili. Chili is going to be more towards the end of the month. It's going to be cooler, so we're going to want food that is warm and comfort food. So I'll make the chili towards the end of the month also. And then like the next day, chili dogs for dinner. So that will be super easy and a way to use up my ingredients without anything going bad, because I have spent too many times throwing things away, wasting food, and it really bothers me. I hate it. I hate throwing away food. So I just have to get it used up, right? I will figure out a way if I have to cut it up and freeze it or whatever the case may be. Like I'm gonna do everything in my power not to waste food. So anyway, I'm going to write everything down and show you kind of like my game plan for the month, when to expect leftovers based on the recipes that I've picked. Some things are going to be a larger recipe because I know it's going to feed my family for at least 2 dinners and make possible leftover lunch meals for my son for work. So I'm going to do that now, and I will be back and you won't even know I was gone. Lucky you. Okay, wait. I gotta push the stop button. Stop. Today is the 5th of October. I think. Maybe it's the 4th of October. I don't really know. I'll have to check. It's either the 4th or the 5th. And I am cooking my wild rice soup. So I'm actually going to check my calendar. What do I have here? Keep wanting to look at the screen and not at the camera. Okay, so today is the 5th. I was actually supposed to make the wild rice soup yesterday and then have it as leftovers today, but things happened yesterday. We ended up getting pizza because my son had to have his ingrown toenails, yucky caca, taken out. So with a late night, it didn't make a lot of sense for me to cook the wild rice soup, so I'm cooking it tonight. I did have the 15th of October as a takeout day, so in the concept of saving money and not trying to go out to eat a bunch, I will now make something on the 15th instead of going and getting takeout. So that's just how that's going to work. Takeout was all of a sudden miraculously on the 4th. So anyway, I did want to share my calendar with you. So far, right, so obviously I'm a little late, but the first, it was frozen pizzas, which I did. The second, which was Saturday, was grilled cheese sandwiches with a homemade tomato soup, which actually turned out really okay. I wasn't super impressed with the recipe, but my husband really liked it, so I just think I need to find a little bit better homemade tomato soup recipe. My mom actually has one that's really good that she cans, so maybe I can get that one from her. And the third was salmon and veggies on the grill, so that was yummy. So anyway, I need to be better about showing the things that I make. I'm learning. I have to like slow down now that I'm making a YouTube channel, right? Like I forget that maybe these people that watch me want to see that. So anyway, I'm going to show you the soup right now. It's already cooking. I've already cut everything up. It's already ready to go. But it's cooking right now, so I can at least show that part. And anyway, and then we'll go over the rest of the month and what my calendar says. So hold tight. I'll be right back. You won't even know. Is that a simmer? I can't decide. I think that's a boil and not the kind on your skin. Haha. So I'm gonna turn that down a little bit more. It does say to cover, so I am covering it. And it does say to stir occasionally, and it's probably to mix up that rice that's cooking. All that lovely wild rice. And, you know, sometimes for me, recipes are just a mere suggestion. So I did not realize that it said it wanted a sweet potato. So I had bought red potatoes, a big bag of red potatoes at the store. So we have red potatoes in this soup, which I think will be lovely. I love red potatoes. So I'm not mad. After this soup cooks for another, 11 minutes or so, you add either coconut milk or heavy cream to it, and then 2 handfuls of kale, which I bought the baby kale because I just think it's like more tender and it just kind of flash cooks in there for a second. So I am going to put baby kale in there, and it should be pretty good. Welcome to my planner. Welcome to my month of dinners. Okay, so just to kind of go over where we left off. So tonight we actually had the wild rice soup. So leftovers didn't apply. Tomorrow we're having BLTs, which is good because one of my tomatoes is looking kind of pitiful already. So I stuck them in the fridge, which, did you know, you're not supposed to do that? Tomatoes keep their flavor, keep a better flavor when you don't refrigerate them. But I'm trying to salvage the big tomato for BLTs tomorrow, so I stuck it in the fridge. Oh well. Then we'll be having chicken tacos and then Korean beef with rice and broccoli and then hamburgers and fries. I try to do some stuff on the weekend that like my husband can help me with, so he likes to barbecue. So I will have him cook the hamburgers on the grill and I will cook the fries in the Ninja Foodie. So then we have on the 10th French dip sandwiches. I'm actually going to make homemade rolls for the French dip sandwiches, so I did not actually buy bread rolls for that. We will see how that turns out, and that's why I'm deciding to do that on Sunday, because then that gives me time to make the fresh rolls. We're going to do stuffed peppers on the 11th. The Tuesday the 12th is going to be a fend for yourself, so there will be leftovers from the previous meals, but it's probably not leftovers enough for everybody to eat that one thing, so that's going to be something that people can just pick through, or they can have a bowl of cereal if they want. Like, that's just an easy night. My husband's gone his dart league on Tuesday nights, so it's my way of keeping Tuesday easy. Then we'll be doing steak and rice burritos on the 13th. The 14th is an enchilada bubble up bake that you use the Pillsbury biscuits for, and it's really delicious and easy. The 15th was the takeout night, but since we did that tonight, Monday the 4th, I will come up with something that I have, even if it's as simple as some macaroni and cheese. And then we have homemade chicken noodle soup on the 16th. The 17th will be leftovers, just to kind of use up anything that may be left in the fridge so nothing goes to waste. The 18th is breakfast for dinner. The 19th, this is another fend for yourself. But I might end up making something that I just have laying around the house. We shall see. We'll be doing a meatball casserole. And then there will be plenty of leftovers from the meatball casserole for the 21st. That's chicken teriyaki bowls. So I have the chicken. I have this yummy teriyaki sauce I like to use. And it's super easy to do for me. And then the 23rd is my most favoritist cream cheese spaghetti casserole. It's super amazing. I will link it down in the description. It's something I found on Pinterest, and it's been like my favorite way to eat spaghetti. Then we're going to have chicken pot pie, baked tortellini casserole, basically leftovers because there'll be plenty from those 2 nights. A pineapple ham fried rice, foil packet dinners on the 29th. The 30th will be chili and cornbread, right? Because it's going to be the end of the month. I think it's going to be cool weather and it's easy. And then the 31st, which is also Halloween, it's going to be chili dogs, which are super easy for the kids. It uses up the chili. It's a great night to have that so that we can go trick-or-treating and we don't have to worry. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, I hope that you gave it a thumbs up, like this, and you subscribed to the channel and you told all your friends about it. And I hope that you have a wonderful day and evening. Peace.